Hi, I am by the fireplace today. I just threw a couple logs on and it's roaring. It's a little chillier today. And I was doing some like expense finance stuff on the computer with spreadsheets and um, not my strengths and definitely not something I love doing, but I definitely see the value in doing it towards my longer term goals. So, anyway, but my eyes got really tired and I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. And the last couple days, and especially this morning, washing a few dishes, I was thinking about some recent work I was doing around relationships and people in my life who have come and gone, and experiences that I've had, um, just and the emotions that have come up with, losing relationships or not having the relationship continue the way I thought it would. And this is not just like a romantic type of relationship. And I'm mostly talking about, you know, whether it's like a family person, extended family, friendships, or even relationships with different like aspects of ourselves or different stories we've told ourselves. Like I think there's a lot of different relationships that can be explored on this topic, but what I've noticed is that I really hold on tight to certain people or certain ideas or certain concepts or even things like, baby clothes from when my daughters were young. And I've been exploring that. Like, when is it time to let go? When is it time to hold on? And there's kind of this concept of detachment and more this like spiritual side of things, like that we are okay just as we are okay, not scripted, just as we are, and we're not dependent on other people to feel whole. There's actually a song that I wrote a long time ago called All I Ever Wished, and in one line I wrote, two incomplete halves when we're apart, and together we are whole, one beating heart. And I love the way that sounds, but I think I've matured from there, that I don't need somebody else to feel whole, or I don't need to have something to feel that I'm, good enough, or that type of energy I think has changed in me. Maybe I've matured. I've done some work around that. But I've been sitting here now for the past, I guess, 10, 15 minutes, writing a song about all of this. And first came to mind was let it go, because yeah, sometimes there's a reason somebody came into our life, and there's a reason they might leave. Maybe it's the best thing for both sides. And maybe we've learned what we needed to, or gotten what we wanted to out of that experience or that relationship, and they've changed or we've changed, or found that there never was enough to sustain the relationship for longer. So those are kind of the topics that I'm exploring now. And I think I wrote, hold on, let me see what I wrote on my notes. What would releasing do? As kind of a working title, like exploring the idea of, if we released it, what would happen? Like, what are the fears around releasing? If we release something, it comes back sometimes, right? I've been releasing my relationship with songs and my music for so long, but it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. As much as I try to just let it go and say, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to do something else, it keeps coming back. So I'm kind of starting to feel like maybe if we release something and we love it enough, that it'll come back in its own way, if it's the right thing for us still. And that's where I'm writing that song. And what's really fun, what started to happen, is that I was talking about Eminem and assonance, that internal rhyming a little bit, and I came upon like a string of words that. So here's what I've got so far. Am I holding on too long? Too long? Do I want to belong to this relationship? Or am I holding on too tight, too strong? Like the ong, right? I think that's kind of fun. And it was right for me then. It could be right for me again. Sometimes it feels like a chore, or I'm bored, or I'm exhausted on the floor. But I still adore but I'm torn in my core. I just can't ignore. I'm headed for the door. Like, it's kind of like fun musically, but I also feel like there's so many reasons why something isn't working in our life anymore, and it could be time for a change. And maybe it's the best thing, even though it's the hardest thing to go through. I'm looking at the fire now as I talk. Even if it's the hardest thing to go through, it's often for the best. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that and share this coziness of the fire with you today. Remind myself also to take breaks from screens, because I definitely notice my eyesight and my headache and just kind of feeling that this squintiness that I'm not a fan of. So thanks for having, well, this is a screen too as I'm videoing, but hey, the writing on paper is not, and being by the fire is super lovely. So have a wonderful day, and how do you feel about letting things go? Or what is your thought about what would releasing that certain relationship or that thing do, and what comes up for you? Have a nice day. Bye. No, don't have a nice day. Have an amazing day. Bye.